everyone, it's me, Mateus. I'm recording this on the phone because the recording on Zoom is not working, so we're going to be using this today. I know it might not be the best of things, and we also have our crazy actor here. You may show yourself now.
Hey.
Here he is right there, everyone. Our crazy actor. So today, we're gonna do, drum roll please. We're gonna talk about props today from our films
Specifically
today.
the props we use in our previous films.
Yeah, so I will get them and you will see there's like a lot of props, so tons of props, everyone. Tons of props for you guys all to see. It's exciting, the amount of props. And for everyone, and just for everyone to know, there's going to be more props in the future, so stay tuned. So, what I have here. So, I am just going through here, because since where aren't you? I know it's in here. So got here and stuff here, and you should have most of the props in here. So there we go. Everyone, just gonna. Oops, sorry, everyone. It's not as good this recording thing as some other things. So our first prop we've got is Justin's katana, Mr. Vladimir's katana. So would you like to share stuff about this prop here?
For those wondering, yes, that was an actual katana, actual metal katana. But since I got it from a shop, the blade is not sharpened, which means the blade is completely dull, which means it's perfectly safe to hold with your hand or catch it in your hand because it will not cut. It might hurt a bit, but would not cut your hand because it is not sharpened. The fun fact, I actually got my katana, I think, a week or two before we actually started filming the movie, so, yeah.
So then, our next prop, because his katana he has his katana, but it's in boxes, so that's why we had to take a picture of it. And in these props, my friend does not have anymore the two guns that are seen in.
Yes, my two guns, my two nerve guns. I unfortunately had to sell them.
Because my friend here is going
to us having to move, so we couldn't exactly keep them. But I still have my katana, which will make an appearance in the next film we're doing. So, yeah. Yep. That's just dandy.
Yeah. And then, this is Chris Thompson's polo shirt, which I used in the movie. So the polo shirt, this is the polo shirt I used. But then there's the shirt that I had at the end of the movie isn't the polo shirt, but it's made to look like the polo shirt, but just ripped up and stuff like that. Which you will see that prop pretty soon. And yeah, then
That's just dandy.
Yeah. So then we also have the Peru Taurus puppet head.
Yeah.
It was one of the biggest dinosaur puppet heads I've ever made. Is this one right here?
Like a lot of tape and cardboard. And funny fact is, also during production, the head kept almost falling apart, so we constantly had to stop and tape it up again.
That was true, because it had some problems. Everyone. And then, here we have our Williams hat right here.
Yeah.
So What do you have about the hat? Share your thing about the hat.
For the hat, sorry, by the way, sorry people if my screen is frozen and I'm not moving, but I'm just talking. We're having some connection errors. But with the hat, it's actually comes from Australia, that my mother had when she went to Australia and she bought it there. So I was using it as a prop for my character for the movie.
And fun fact, Vladimir also had the same hat, so you can see basically. And then we have James Beckett's beard right here, which I use. And fun fact, it was that day when it was super hot, because you probably heard my friends talking about the day that it was extremely hot, excruciating hot.
Yeah, my character for that, just in the beginning when I had the jacket on, just for that short time, like, I was starting to sweat immensely, just for that, like, short little bit of walking in the sun with the jacket on.
Fun fact, I also was sweating a lot. I was almost sweating, because I can get hot pretty fast, so when I had this on my face, it also sometimes the fibers would end up in my mouth, and that's just horrible.
He would eat his beard.
Yeah, so, but that happens sometimes. But then
I'm telling you, I never said it, but like I always am like thinking he looks so much like Gandalf with that beard
on. And then we have this famous prop that appeared at the end of Stranded Survival. Is the Chomp and Roar Velociraptor Blue Chomp and Roar mask, which Mattel produced when Fallen Kingdom came out. And then
also, fun fact, we had to paint it because it was originally blue, but we didn't want to get copyright strike from anyone, so we used paint and we did it black instead of blue.
Yeah, so this is supposed to be like one of the raptors, which, fun fact, my sister used this mask because she was the puppeteer in the first movie, but the second...
Yeah, she was behind camera most of the time.
Yeah, but the second movie, because she appeared... Oh, sorry everyone, my friend might have freezed, but he's still... Oh, no.
Yeah, there we go.
So then, another mask prop we have here is... They're ripped up on Chris's ripped up polo shirt, which is supposed to represent the polo shirt, but it ain't. It's just a normal t-shirt. And fun fact, this ain't real blood. This is lipstick, everyone. This is lipstick. So
yeah.
And fun fact, I also had my sister, because this one right here wasn't a big rip before, but then my sister went like this and made it ripped open even bigger. So, yeah. And I used this at the end of the movie. And sorry everyone if my friend froze again. The internet's kind of horrible. Are you there? Crazy actor? Hello? 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 Okay, everyone, I don't know what happened. Are you still there? Oh, shoot. Sorry, everyone. Oh, he's arrived again, everyone.
Sorry, my internet cut for a moment. Short little spoiler for the next one. We're going to be doing a scene where my character, with the katana, where I kill a dinosaur, and what we're going to do is we're going to take a mixture of ketchup and water down the ketchup a bit, and place it along the edge of the blade so it looks like it actually cuts straight through. So we're going to use that as a prop with fake blood. So, a little spoiler. I'm not saying which dinosaur that's going to happen to, but it will be happening to a dinosaur, so short little spoiler there.
Okay, thank you for the spoiler. So then we also have this head, the Velociraptor head that was used. So this Velociraptor head you saw in the beginning, and you also saw with going on top of the rifle, on top of William's rifle. and also going like that at me. So yeah, it's a really good prop. And then this is my very first dinosaur head prop I ever made, which is a Velociraptor, the Alpha Raptor, which is pretty good prop, which I used a chicken Lacrosse President's Choice chicken nuggets box. So this is what I used.
The most delicious thing for a raptor.
And then yeah, we also have a bubbly parts of a bubbly box for the handles to make the opening and closing mechanism in the dinosaur's mouth.
Yes. It's kind of ironic considering it's like birds are related to dinosaurs and chickens are a type of bird in a chicken nugget box.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a hidden ironic joke right there.
And then another prop, before the very last prop, we have
Mustache.
my mustache here, Chris's mustache. And then we also have this prop. It isn't the original prop, but it's supposed to represent the original prop. This is the map of Isla Tucano. And sorry if he froze again. There he is. So this is Isla Tucano, which is the island that happens in Stranded Survival. So yeah. And then our very last prop that we have here for today is James Beckett's hat.
Yeah.
And fun fact.
Technically, we had another prop, but I think we forgot it. But also another one, but I'll mention it because we don't have a photo of it. Was William's knife from the first movie, which fun fact, I actually brought my knife and I kept it in my boot for most of the filming scenes. And with that, that one is sharp, so it will hurt if actually cut out. And as we were like going through it with the scenes, I'm like, what if because I wanted to have a showcase with the knife. So I'm like, what if for one of the scenes we have it where the raptors lunge like it does in Jurassic Park, the first one with Muldoon, but instead of being eaten, using the rifle as a way to stop the jaws, and then takes the knife and goes in with a stab. And so we did it. We talked about it and played it out, and it worked out. So yeah.
And this hat I have here is what's his name again? James Beckett's hat. So I use this. Fun fact: this is from Australia too. It's from an Australian store here in Canada, but it shut down. It was in a mall nearby, but yeah. But this is actually
the COVID messes up everything. So
yeah. So who knows? This hat could appear in the future again. Who knows? Never know. Who knows? Maybe even one of the mercenaries could wear this in our next movie. Who knows?
Yeah.
So, that was all we had for today, everyone. Thanks for watching. And sorry that my friend froze.
Yeah, the connection is somewhat iffy at the moment, so yeah. Thanks for holding through with us, even with the iffy internet. I don't have very good internet where I am at the moment, so yeah.
So thanks everyone for watching.
And thank you for sticking with us, even through all this lag.
Bye. Hello everyone, it's me, your wonderful host of this channel, Adventure Studios, and today we're going to be doing a video we haven't done in a long time. We did this video, I think it was 2021 we did it, It was a prop review video, or basically talking about props and stuff. And now we're going to be we're going to be discussing props. And we're also going to be looking through this here, which is my Jurassic World fan film binder, which has a bunch of drawings and scripts from my movies. And there might be stuff for upcoming stuff in here too. So, yeah. So Justin can come out now. I have Justin as a co-host here, and he can.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, it was delayed.
So we've got Justin here, and sorry for the delay. His computer glitched for a second, so pretty much. And then one of the. Let me look through here. Of course, we've got the Jurassic World Raptor Trap plot paper, a story, kind of storyboard paper. Because I guess for the shorter stories, I don't do scripts because we can mostly improv for like a shorter thing. But if it's like a longer
Yeah,
one,
and yeah, but then again, even with the big ones that we do most of the time, right? We don't necessarily per se follow the script. What we more do is we follow the plot of the script and just improv as we go because it then feels more natural in a conversation.
yeah. And of course, we've also got stuff from movies that are coming in the future. So I won't really be showing them. I mentioned Jurassic Park Primeval Terror, but check out that video if you want to know about it. I'm gonna put that video down below. And then we've got Jurassic
Link
World,
in the description.
link in the description. We've got Jurassic World Alaskan Terror, which was my last Jurassic World fan film in Alberta. So this one was the last film filmed in Alberta. So just for you guys to know, I moved to like the other side of Canada. So yeah,
Other side of Canada.
yeah. And of course, we've got this. You guys probably recognize this. Some OG subscribers. You might recognize this. The Stranded Survival script. So you guys probably remember this. And we why are you laughing?
No, it's just like yeah, the script that we didn't even use.
Yeah. Yeah, believe it or not, we didn't use too much of this script. Like a lot
if
of
any, if anything, if
yeah,
anything, our first one, which was if anything, Spanish Survival was our first real big improv one because it was all improv. There was no like basically we didn't even use the script at all. We just went as we just talked as we went.
yeah. Like we barely used this. Some of the things that happened in the script here, some scenes did not make it into the final cut because we didn't know how to do it, and also
It was our first movie we did, so
so we were extremely experienced because I made a Back to the Future film in 2018, which was my very first one, and I was pretty terrible at that movie. Really bad acting. And I didn't even make a script or storyline for it, so I just winged it, just did whatever. Like, oh, there's a dinosaur. Oh, Marty, I'm gonna go back to the future. Oh, we're here in 1965. We're like, so I'm
yeah.
like, that movie was a bit confusing. Uh, I didn't, and then yeah, pretty much. And then of course we've got here Jurassic World Chaos storyline thing. This is more of a storyboard, more like a storyboard than a script. This is like kind of like how the movie goes and stuff like that. And
Because we realized after Spanish Survival, it just it just felt more natural to just make the lines as we go because right with otherwise then we'd have to ship out the script to the people involved and you would have to study it as opposed to just going in and making it seem more natural by just having it go talk as you go.
Yeah. And then of course we've got Jurassic World. Um,
Herbivore
Jura-
Clash, I think.
no, not Jurassic World Herbivore Clash, but Jurassic Shifters, and that like we don't know when we're gonna do this movie. We mentioned it
Yeah,
like
it's still impending.
it's still impending. We don't. We're still. Well, we're still. It's still in the works. We're like we don't know how we're gonna do it. It's gonna be like really challenging because there's
Yeah.
transformation if because there's transformation involved in the movie. If you haven't noticed from the title, shifters, shape
Yeah,
shift.
so
So
with that, first off, we need really good locations. We need a ton more people involved, and we need CGI, and neither of us know how to do that. So
no, I am no genius at CGI. I have this many experience, zero, zero, and Justin's not any better.
I mean, I've done Photoshop, but that's as far as it goes with that. So honestly, I wouldn't be able to help at all on that fact.
Yeah, so that's as far as we went. And then this is kind of like a sketch that one of the characters from one of the canceled cast members that was supposed to be in the movie for Penelope. She drew this sketch of my outfit, Chris's outfit from Prehistoric Peril. If you haven't noticed, so yeah, that was pretty much it. And then of course we've got here, and this is basically showing the canceled characters, some of the canceled characters from Prehistoric Peril, which include like these two up here, these three up here, and Michelle Ford. So there was only like two of the only kind of surviving characters from the original storyline that we thought of was Marissa Nunez and Johnson. So
Yeah,
that was pretty much it.
but we still may do.
So, but we still may do, yeah. And then of course, um, you guys probably remember this paper. This paper I used for the first interview I made of Justin. The very first interview, if you remember that interview video from like 2021. And
Oh my goodness, yeah.
and I think that was the very first video that Justin like physically like appeared in like live, not just like a character in like a movie. Because like before then I didn't do any, I hadn't made videos with Justin in behind the scenes videos yet, so that was his first behind the scenes appearance.
Behind the scene, yeah.
So this
First
week,
behind the scene appearance.
okay, um we got a phone ring, what do we call it? This is basically from Prehistoric Peril, some lines I was gonna say during the chat scene with the InGen boss in Prehistoric Peril that I get phoned by that
Yeah,
InGen boss, but I didn't really use it. Well, I did use it, but I kind of winged it too. So,
yeah.
and then
Ringing is just how we do it.
and of course this I can't get it out because it's so it's like stuck with tape. But there's like some drawings that I made of concept scenes from Prehistoric Peril, because you haven't noticed a lot of scenes in Prehistoric Peril were cut out because we're like, how we're
A
gonna,
lot.
how are we gonna do that? And one scene that we
Yeah,
hope to do in the future is a Troodon cave scene. So in the
yeah.
future,
I think to be more accurate, like half the script for like Prehistoric Peril was like put to the cutting room floor for the most part.
yeah, and we wanted it to be a long movie, but it ended up being shorter than Stranded Survival. Wah wah
Yeah.
wah.
It
So
was supposed to be our longest. It was supposed to be our longest and most action-filled one, and yet it became like just like it it's still probably one of our most action filled ones, but it was like our shortest. Like practically the entire movie was action, pretty much.
Yeah. That was like there was like very few rests for like them escaping from the dinosaurs, like bam 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 bam. So that was the most action
Yeah,
one.
like there was. Yeah,
So
like we
basically,
had very little respite time between
yeah,
dinosaur attacks.
yeah. Think of prehistoric perils, our version of the Lost World, because the Lost World was very chaotic, lots of action, lots of
Yes, yeah, pretty much. Oh my yes. That sums it perfectly. I love that.
and then of course I've got Chris Thompson's beard here. We got Chris Thompson's beard from Prehistoric Peril. And if you guys haven't heard, in a short I made, I'm making a little fan film prequel, basically setting the stage for a new era of like Chris like finding a lost kid in the woods close to Christmas time while being chased by a carnivorous dinosaur. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
that's it.
the normal stuff.
Normal stuff. And oh, we got here Jurassic World Roar in the Snow, that movie I just talked about. And I'll tell you more about it when this movie comes out. So wait until then. And of course,
Keep your ears and eyes open.
yep. And then we've got here Jurassic World Mesozoic Island, which is another movie I'm making. And I don't know if Justin will probably participate in this movie too. Who knows? So let's
Who knows? Depending on the time, the year, and when and how, right?
yeah. And then of course we've got Jurassic World Stranded Survival thing I made. A
Good times.
Adventure Studios film. So yeah, I made
Yeah.
that. And I also made this Jurassic World Prehistoric Peril one with the four main antagonistic dinosaurs from this film. The Sucho, the Perusaurus, the Deinonychus, and the Dilophosaurus, which, if you've heard from us, like, so, in that when we were shooting that scene, my dad steps on the villain's glasses.
Uh,
Pay for it.
I'm
Dad,
sorry, just the
I'll pay for it.
flashbacks of it. It's
So,
the flashbacks of it that makes me laugh. Sorry.
yes. Sorry.
It's like, oh, it's so good. Crunch.
And then of course we got a bunch of stuff here, some old thumbnail stuff, and from things I created. And then of course you got Jurassic World Prehistoric, some drawings I made here of some films, like recaps basically.
Movie recap.
Movie recap basically. And I did like to use
For those who know what that is, good for you. It's great stuff.
and we got here, so we're gonna put this down for a second. So we got
Yeah.
this. Oh, the thing's falling out. The thing is falling
You
out.
might need to get a bigger binder.
Yeah. So you got here the my latest movie, Jurassic World Expedition. If you guys haven't seen that movie, go check that out. Jurassic World Expedition.
Link will be in the description.
Yep. This movie was actually the clips for this movie were filmed in 2020 when COVID-19 was going down a little bit. The restrictions were going down a wee bit in 2020. So yeah, so this is historic, and this movie is canonically right. It's canonically probably after um Jurassic World Tyrannosaurus Pursuit and
Yeah.
before Herbivore clashed. So this movie Herbivore clash, if you have, so you'll find out soon. Then you got Alaskan Terror, the movie I did this year with William's cousin having a plane crash in the Alaskan wilderness, and a Spinosaur chasing after him. So
Good times.
good times. Got Raptor Trap, which I did in December of last year, with James Beckett returning and his niece in the movie too. Was a thing. And you got Allosaurus Assault, which I did in late August, so of 2023, last year. And then of course you got Prehistoric Peril, the movie we talked about that got lots of cuts, had lots of action, and got
So much of it ended on the cutting board.
this movie. This movie was fun to do, but we had to cut lots of it. Lots of
So much.
some interesting
So
scenes.
much got snipped.
And then of course we got Jurassic World, um Jurassic World, Trapped in Terror, which was actually this story right here was actually firstly penned by my sister, created by my sister, Trapped in Terror. So just for you guys to know, this was created by my sister, this story here. So yeah, that's nice. So my sister got a share. And then we've got Jurassic World Herbivore Clash, which you guys remember has like a hilarious behind the scenes incidents that happened
Oh
that
yeah, it did.
that
Good
Justin
times, man.
cannot have enough of me screaming incoherently, sounding like Marv
It was
from Home Alone.
it was so hard to hold my laugh in from that clip. I had to keep a serious face on that, but it was so hard to keep a straight face.
Oh, that's so funny, guys. Funny
Like
time.
honestly, I'm surprised I managed to keep a straight face for that cut. I like
I don't remember too much about that time, but Justin says I laughed too, so yeah.
it was honestly it's it's just funny.
And then we've got Tyrannosaurus Pursuit, and this movie I did in 2022, and this movie was made a couple months before, you know what, Herbivore Clash. So that was an interesting Christmas. Justin laughing
Good
at
time.
yes, and this movie was fun to do too. Um, Tyrannosaurus Pursuit was fun to do, and then of course we've
All
got
of the movies were fun to do.
yeah, they were all of them were fun to do. We got Spinosaurus Attack, which was the fourth movie, Jurassic World movie I made. I made it like right after Chaos in October of 2021. So this was like no, this was the third one. Yeah, this was the third one. Chaos was the second one. And
It was still hot even in October, let me tell you that.
Justin wasn't there for this movie because if he was, I would have found written Justin's character in William into this story too, but he was in
Yeah.
a big trip around the world. So,
Yeah.
and then of
But I
course,
still remember that was a hot September.
and then you've got Jurassic World Chaos, which you guys remember. Justin falls flat on his butt on the hill.
It was hot.
That
It
that
was hot.
that summer was hot. When we filmed Chaos, it was hot.
Oh my goodness. Worst mistake of my the outfit worst mistake of my life for that one, let me tell you that. A full like thick like wool like coat in summer. Oh my god, bad choice of costume, let me tell you that.
So that's why you see Vladimir put it on a hook, because Justin was like, I'm not wearing this. This is too hot.
Like I'm like, oh, it should be fine. 5 minutes into filming, I can't do this.
Oh, she had to take it off. I did, and that's why you see me tie my jacket around my hip area too, because I was like, oh, this is getting hot. So I decided to like tie it, because it was like, oh, it's getting hot. So
Yeah.
this movie was fun to do, and we had a good time making this one. And I think this is Justin's favorite movie that has done with me. So
Yeah, just the comedy, like when watching it, when looking at it from a behind the scene's perspective, it's just a barrel of laughs.
And how do I say it? It was also smoky around that time. So
Yeah, with the fires, yeah.
it was very smoky. So yeah. And then of course, Stranded Survival, the OG film on on my channel here. And we had some good memories in this one too, some funny memories in this one. And
Basket.
yeah, you guys, if you don't know what the basket is, we brought this basket with us full of props. And
Okay,
we
if you don't know what it is, watch watch Strand Survival and then come back to this and you will get it.
the basket that appears in the background. I wish we had brought in a green screen because then we could have disguised it as a bush, but we didn't think about that. So,
All hail the mighty basket.
oh my word.
Yeah.
And so then of course, Grand Survival was like such a wonderful film. It was our very first try together, and
Yeah.
it was a fun, memorable movie. And we did it in April when it was cold and hot and cold some more.
It was cold, then hot, then cold.
And there was snow on the ground, and we're supposed to be on a tropical island. So,
Snow? What's that? Don't know.
tropical island with snow. Yeah, and of course we got here. I guess this is like a behind the scenes paper from Strand Survival of like some scene things of how it goes and stuff like that. So I was just jotting down how we did some scenes and stuff like that. Because like I said, some stuff was stuff. And then I've got the kind of like plot thing that I wrote for Prehistoric Peril here. So there's that. You got a Jurassic World
Yeah.
drawing by my sister, illustration of the Peru Taurus, and us going up the log.
That
That's
was a fun but difficult scene to pull off.
yeah, because my sister is not as light as she looks. She's not light, guys. So she may
She
look
is
light.
not a feather, let me tell you that.
She's not. She is not a feather. She is not a feather.
She is anything but. She is anything but a feather.
Sorry, guys. Some stuff fell out of the binder. So, like Justin said, actually, I need to get a new binder. So this
Yeah.
binder is overflowing, like a sandwich that you put too much burgers and sauce into. So, yeah. And of course, this is the original plot for Stranded Survival here. You see, and it was about two biologists that go to the island, but that was changed. It was Justin's idea, by the way, for Vladimir and for William to change who they were. So basically, William's original name, I think, was Caleb or Josh or something. I forgot exactly. Like it was
Something like that.
I don't remember. And then Justin was like gave the name of William. And it was supposed to be like
Yeah.
a biologist too. But then Justin's like, hey, like your character's a biologist, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, the biologist needs like some protection or something like that on the island. So
Yeah,
no.
it's like no one would just send two scientists to an island without protection. I mean, look at all the Jurassic movies. There was always like at least one like quote unquote mercenary there to protect people,
Yeah, so
right? So it
and
wouldn't make sense to suddenly just not have someone like that there.
yes. And that's how William was born. And then the same for like Vladimir. It was his original name was Victor Creed, to be precise, Victor Creed. That was his original name. And then Justin, I think, found me or something like that. He's like, "Hey, Mateus, what if I changed my character like to be more interesting to like a Russian character called Vladimir or something like that, and that's how Vladimir.
Yeah.
Is, so, and I remember, and he sends me. I told him to send me a picture of his outfit, and he sends me. And he's like in his apartment with his jacket, his hat, his katana, and his gun. So yeah, here's that picture right here. That was a long time ago that Justin picture. So of course, this is a comic strip I made of Stranded Survival from the scene that the raptor attacked me, Chris, and William after the big pterosaur attack that we did not see. That we did not see the big flying pterosaur beside us.
The thing is, we thought we had more time before that scene would come up to actually talk before, like, we would have it. But no, apparently we added it in right away. So it's like, oh, okay.
And and you guys are probably like, how did they get from like the log that they hide behind with the Tarbosaurus to the giant pterosaur on the beach kind of area? We didn't think of
Plot armor.
us walking towards the beach, so
Plot armor. That's how.
but our we were like not in a rush, so we kind of like forgot to do like some in between scenes to like show you like how we got from this point to this point. So
Point A to point B.
so sometimes if you guys are confused, like how did they get at that point? How did they get at that point? It's because we kind of forgot
Magic.
to do a thing, but you know.
How'd they do it? Magic.
And then of course you got Jurassic World: A New Era. Well, I can show you that. Yeah, that was some concept, a early prehistoric peril poster concept I made. So with a huge cast, but we got reduced to 5. So yeah, we had like a cast of like maybe 10 or 11 or something like that. I forgot how many, and it got reduced to
Yeah.
5 characters. So Jurassic World
Good
Chaos.
times.
Jurassic World Chaos poster, elite poster. And and originally, my character, James Beckett, was supposed to be killed off in a similar manner to Ken Wheatley in Fallen Kingdom. So, with the Indoraptor. In a very
Num 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 num.
So, but that got cut out because my dad was like, do you think we should do death scenes? That would be a little bit scary or a little bit not very nice. So yeah, so that's why.
Yeah.
But then Chris Pearl, we had 2 death scenes. So yeah, concept scenes from there. This is a movie that never came to be, Trip to Death Island. And part of the plot of this movie got used in Prehistoric Peril, just for you guys to know. And then there were some scene ideas for Prehistoric Peril that some of them we did not use. And
mostly because we couldn't.
And other ones that would have been possible, we kind of forgot, and it was really really rushed, so we didn't know what to do. And now we've got some beautiful photos. So we've got here of us on the dried up river. We're just walking.
I mean, there was still some water, so I wouldn't necessarily say it was dried up. I mean, there was still water running through it. There was still water. Right?
And there's Kai with his big machine gun that you see one part of the movie. Ah!
That's that's what I was. That's why it's like we had some of the best bloopers with that behind the scene blooper. It's like oh yes, he goes from being terrified and running into a hole to hide from the dinosaur to shooting it like a madman. It's like oh yes, because that makes complete sense.
Yeah. So yeah, and then of course we've got my dad with the big dinosaur head, and he decided to just pose in front of it, like it's gonna be like that.
Hey, you guys.
Um, and of course, the dinosaur puppeteer who said he didn't get paid enough, said he got low pay.
He wasn't getting paid at all. It's like, boy, you weren't getting paid at all. What do you mean you're not getting paid? You're not being paid at all.
Getting poor working conditions and like it's always them. I have to care about around this big dinosaur head and stuff like that. So
Lies. Oh, lies.
all lies. And he got here James Beckett. That was James Beckett's
Yeah.
debut in Jurassic World Chaos. And if you guys haven't heard, you guys, I will be telling you this. There will be more video movies with James Beckett in it. James Beckett will return a little bit more. And in Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, The Fall of the Park, we must have told you the guys about it, which is going to be like taking place around the same time as the 1993 film. James Beckett will make an appearance in that film too. So, but he will look probably a little bit younger. So just for you guys to know, he might be a little bit younger in that movie. So
You already got your wife.
yeah. And then we've got Vladimir Creed, Russian. Vladimir.
Russian intelligence.
That's like two, right?
Yeah, Vladimir Creed. And if you saw Vladimir changing into different outfits, that's because he was, I think, cleaning it or something like that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Add.
Yeah, that's a lot. Like I'm only at about 15,000 right now, right? So
You want to add?
next year I'm going to be getting more.
No. Yeah, sorry.
No. And then of course we've got good old Clara Anderson, and she was pissed off in this image. She was not happy. So
She was a little moody woody.
yeah.
As a result,
And then of course
miles, right?
we've got the maniac brainchild himself, Ty, with the machine gun in hand.
Maniac.
With that
Maniac
expression,
child, I love that.
with that expression, like he's gonna blow some dinosaur to oblivion. So
It
yeah.
looks like he has seen things that no one should ever see.
And of course, our original Paleotech logo concept, but I created some actual like stuff, Paleotech logos, so they look a lot better. And of course, you got Chris's like shirt that he had in
Yeah.
Stranded Survival. Then you got
Yeah.
good old William's hat. And I don't know why William has this face. I don't know why Justin had this face. He's like concerned. Like, look at that face. Look at those eyes. Those eyes of Sam.
I have seen. He's like, ugh, gross. Like his expression, like you would think he just saw the most disgusting thing ever.
Yes. And of course we got
Yeah.
the Protosaurus head, the OG, and this one kept on falling apart. Like kept on falling apart. We had to keep it again, staple it several times, and put on new tape. It's like falling apart. Yeah. And also the Perutours 2.0 had some problems too with like teeth falling out. And you probably saw a behind the scenes video of Justin saying, "Oh no, it needs a dentist. Call the dentist."
Someone get in a dino dentist. He needs to get his teeth.
And then you got here the two guns, and Justin sold them, so these guns will never.
He attacked, but most importantly, he always come back.
This one's not coming back. These two guns, Justin sold them, so you won't be seeing them in any future product. Also, Vladimir's jacket you will never see again because Justin sold that one too.
Yeah.
And it should have made an appearance in Prehistoric Peril, just still hanged on the hook, but now moldy, with like mold growing on it and
Old
stuff,
and dusty.
and dusty. Oh yeah, and Vladimir
Just
Knight.
like that old man over there.
Why? You naughty boy. And of course, you got here the katana that Justin has. And Justin was like, I think he was at a store and he saw it and he's like, I want it. So he bought it.
Like, I'm just like, yes, good.
And he wanted to use
And
it.
so I took it.
And Justin used it in the movie. So that's how Vladimir came to have a Japanese katana on a dinosaur infested island.
We, I mean, we tied it into how that happened. So I mean, right?
Yeah. And of course, we got.
Because Vladimir was a mercenary, right? I mean, he travels. I mean, he's bound to go to places like that. So I mean, he's bound to pick it up eventually, somehow, somewhere.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you got this picture from Strand Survival at one of the filming locations we took of like, this was a long time ago, by the way, 2021. Been 4 years already, like 3 or
God damn, man.
it's been a long time. Yes. Of course, got the
Long time.
telecommunications thing from Strand Survival that I pick up from the floor. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got here James Beckett, like James Beckett outfit. This was the first picture I took of the outfit.
You just look at that old man, right? Look at that old man. So old.
Okay, let's just ignore that. Let's ignore this person said that. And sticking out of like a city that Chris lives in, but I'm probably changing it. And then some filming locations from Strand Survival that we cannot go there anymore because it's First Nations land now. So this was when it was still public. So, and we record there. So yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And of course, we got here the second picture of the location. Pretty neat. Third picture
Neato.
of the location. And this is the location that we
Yeah.
walked all the way from here to here. So yeah, of course this one, which is a canceled film concept that I had before I re-met Destin, and that was with my cousin Kai, but we never made it because a lot of stuff happened and we were like far away at the time, and we were kind of busy, so that didn't happen. And then uh, a scene from Paper Pearl that never made it into the actual film. Yeah, and then we got here some old thumbnail stuff for Chaos, for a new
Yeah.
era, and for Prehistoric Peril, pretty much. And then of course you got here. This was Chris's like, early outfit idea. Like he was supposed to have a fedora, but then Justin was like, "Hey, I'm gonna have a fedora with my character." So then I was like, just scratch that idea. Because I'm
Well,
like,
Screen's like, yeah, well, it's like, well, that one's going into the trash can. That idea's going into the trash can.
and it got Strand Survival thing that I drew. We got here. This is a prop from Chaos, the control room sticker thing that was sticked on the wall. This piece of paper was sticked on the wall.
Basement, right, Joe?
You remember this, right, Justin?
Yep.
Yep. I got here Strand Survival early thumbnail of the movie, which I updated in 2022, I believe. And of course, this is a dinosaur concept for Jurassic World. A new era. Do you think I should show it, Justin? Or do you?
I mean, honestly, it's up to you, cause right.
Well, I will give you guys.
Well, like, No, here's an idea. Like, let tease them in a way. Basically, cover most of it, only showing like a leg or like an arm of it. That right? So it's like so that way it's like they have something to look. It's like, oh, what could that be to, right? Give them like a tease.
So we got here a little tease of this new dinosaur, this hybrid dinosaur that's here on Jurassic World: A New Era. So this is basically a sneak peek of it, but you will find out when that movie comes out. And then of course we've got here some other papers of like, you know, founded mothers. Wow.
Good dream type.
Yeah, good. We got the prehistoric peril cast. The characters: me, Chris Thompson, William Smith, Justin, Penelope Moore. Yeah, these are some characters that didn't make it into them. Filmed except
Yeah.
for Thompson and Melissa and stuff like that. And this is kind of like the last kind of thing. You guys probably haven't seen this prop in a very, very long time. And you guys might remember it if you are OG subscribers. We've got here Chris is a mustache and the Matt Takano Matt. So
Yeah.
believe it or not, this was like this was I don't know when I last showed this film. This mustache. Oh yeah, this mustache was last used in Tyrannosaurus Pursuit, believe it or not, which was 2022. And yeah, so this is that. That was pretty neat. So thanks for watching, guys, and subscribe to more videos like this. And bye.
Yep. Bye.